up close. Decided to run down to Crex Meadows in Wisconsin. It's about an hour drive, hour and 15-minute drive from my house. The goal today here at Crex Meadows is Olympia Marble, a butterfly that I've never seen. Always wanted to because it's got this crazy golden, it's almost like flecks of gold underneath its wings. I really didn't know where their habitat was. Well, I read in Larry Weber's Butterflies of the North Woods, a book we published, that they like sandy, open prairie, oak, savanna, near oaks and pines. And hey, that's what Crex Meadows is. That's what it's managed for. And then I checked on Mike Reese's WisconsinButterflies.org. Great website, that they'd been seen here in Crex a few days ago. And not just one, but multiple. So here I am. I also saw that Hoary Elfins had been seen, and that would be a lifer as well. Here we go. I forgot, it is 75 degrees and the mosquitoes and black flies are out in force down here. And so I didn't have any bug dope, so I put on my old frate wool jacket. Yeah, I'm a little hot. Now I'm looking for some oaks, some oak savanna. As I was driving around, I found some unique plants of this sandy habitat, including the wild or native sundial lupin, and this is the host plant for an amazing butterfly called the Carner Blue. It lays its eggs on this lupin, and the caterpillars feast on it until they become adults. Also love these very common sand prairie violets, the bird's foot violet. The leaves are really cool. They grow in kind of clusters and have these really highly divided leaves, hence the name bird's foot. Hoary puccoon and sand cherry also thrive in this sandy soil. And earth star is a unique fungus that emerges on these sandy soils, and when there's damp, humid air, rain, it opens up these star-like features, exposing this puffball-like center. And when the raindrops hit it, it releases the spores. And then in dry weather, it closes back up. This is an old one. This is last year's, but very cool fungus. I hear sedge wrens and bobolinks. There's trumpeter swans out here. This grasshopper sparrow threw me for a loop because it was singing its alternate song and not its usual insect-like trill. Also found Vesper sparrow, always a fun one to see since they're pretty uncommon in northern Minnesota. And of course, kingbirds love this open savanna habitat. So do blue jays. They love the acorns from the oak trees. And what's more reminiscent of Crex than the Drink Your Tea song of the Eastern Towhee? They are everywhere. Ooh, we got a, is that a Blandings turtle? We might have a Blandings turtle. Got a beautiful Blandings turtle here. Check out that plastron. Gorgeous. That yellow throat. I'm sorry, buddy. We'll let you go. I just had to see you up close. Okay, you go. Lay your eggs. May you have many generations. In fact, Blandings mature at 12 years old, so the females aren't even having eggs until they're 12. I got mauled by a Blandings turtle. The Blandings turtle is not a common sight in Minnesota and always a treat to find. They're listed as threatened in Minnesota, but were removed from the threatened list in Wisconsin in 2014, considered species of special concern now. But as you can see from this dot range map, much more common in the lower Great Lakes, southern Michigan, Indiana, northern Ohio, and Ontario. Just got a glimpse of an elfin, and it probably was hoary. I got photos from the back straight on, so I can't even see the undersides of the wings. Now back to the task at hand, which is finding Mr. Olympia, or Miss Olympia. And the key is finding prairie with these leer-leaved rock crests. This is their host plant, the plant they lay eggs on and that the caterpillars feed on. Yes, that is the key. And once you find them, you just gotta follow them around the prairie. And that is not an easy task. They are quick buggers, and don't linger on the flowers. Oh, these guys are so fast. They don't land on these cresses for like a few seconds. So I think I got one landing. When I think I have one landing, I kind of drop to my knees and try and get in position, and 9 times out of 10, or 99 times out of 100, they're already off to another flower before I can get a photo. A little sidebar here, you may notice that contraption on top of my camera. It is my Flashpoint Flash, a gift from my kids for Father's Day, pretty cool, and my Magmod flash extender with the Fresnel lens on the front to just extend that flash out 20, 30, 40 feet. Just helps fill in the shadows, illuminate the shaded underwings of the butterfly. And then if they do land and stay a few seconds, they're oriented the wrong way, so I can't see the beautiful gold on the underside of their wings. The Olympia Marble, these are smaller than I thought. But hey, a lifer, pretty cool. They like these sand barrens, oak, pine sand barrens, and that's all Crex Meadows is. That's what it's managed for. Oofda. Now, I've finally gotten really nice photos of the Olympia Marble and Silvery Blue. I have had good photos of those before, but one left and my targets for today, and that's the Hoary Elfin. That would also be a lifer for me. I saw one at the last spot, but it got away. You know, and sometimes that's good. You just change locations and you change your luck. What was that? Unlike birding, you don't have to get up at 2 hours before sunrise. It is early afternoon here in Crex. And as you can see, the sun is going in and out. It's hazy because there's forest fires up in Western Canada, and we're getting that haze all the way from Western Canada here in northern Wisconsin, northern Minnesota. Yes, I also like other insects, including this beautiful pygmy bee fly. Wow, what a stunner. Found Juvenal's Duskywing. There were also these medium-sized blues flying around. Finally got one to land on some pussy toes, and it was a Silvery Blue. Striking undersides. Like with most blues, they only land with their wings up over their back. And here's my lifer, probably Hoary Elfin. Yeah, not a great shot. I'll be back for more. And yes, victory, success. I have found Mr. Olympia. Well, maybe it's Mrs. Olympia. But what a stunning butterfly. I mean, it just looks like gold foil was applied under the wings. Yeah, that is something else. And the key was finding these rock crests and just having the patience to crawl around on the prairie, because they are flighty things. Fun day out here. Got some birds even. Vesper sparrow. Got some video of him. I had a grasshopper sparrow with a weird song. I guess it's the alternate song. Well, the wind kicked up and that kept mosquitoes down. I'm gonna have to call it quits. I gotta pick up Burke. He has a baseball game tonight and I don't want to be late for dinner.